4 years later, it was finally time to celebrate my university graduation with my mom in Dominican Republic. We stayed in an all-inclusive resort in La Romana called Bahia Principe Luxury Bouganville. The first sip of pina colada just hit different. This adults-only resort was so beautiful, as you can see. And first we'll start with a room tour. Our bracelet actually served as our key to get into our room. There's the safe for all our valuables, and they also provided bathrobes and slippers in the closet, which was the first time we've ever had that at a resort before. There was nice double vanities and even a bathtub. The room itself was very spacious and clean. We had, I think, even bigger than a king bed to share, a nice little living room with a desk, and a gorgeous balcony. Check out our gorgeous pool view. Here's a closer look at the quiet pool, one of 3 pools on the resort. After a long day of travel, we were very ready for a nice buffet dinner. As you can see, there was so much selection. In these clips, I'm not showing the labels, but there was labels above all the food so you could see what you're picking in English and Spanish. Everything that we tried was delicious. I love that you can pick a little bit of anything that appeals to you at the buffet. After a delicious dinner, we headed over to the lobby bar. We followed the music there, and I surprisingly won a game of bingo and got a prize. What a way to kick off the vacation. Every day we stayed up late and got up early to really make the most of each day here in paradise. In the tropical climate, we always made sure to stay hydrated. Before breakfast, we always enjoyed a cool glass of lime water and just sat in the beautiful lobby and took it all in. It was so peaceful in the mornings, it felt like we had the whole place to ourselves. There's Mom getting her daily coffee. And then it was time for breakfast. I always chose to have an omelet made for me with all the ingredients of my choice. And then it was pool time, of course. There's Mom getting our floats ready. And we quickly learned that we preferred the loud pool, which is the main big pool of the resort, as there were so many activities to participate in and fun music.
Dos, tres y cuatro. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
If you know me, that probably surprised you. I never thought I'd be up there dancing, doing aquafit, all the activities, but I don't know, something about the Dominican sun made me come out of my shell and just enjoy myself, participate, and it was actually fun. Then we came inside to the indoor buffet and enjoyed the air conditioning and the big selection of food. So delicious, so much to pick from, so hard to know what to choose, but we got to taste a lot of different things before heading over to the beach. My mom and I are more pool people, to be honest, but we can still appreciate a nice beach when we see one, and this was certainly nice to walk along. There is very clear sand, nice clear water, and even a little dock where you can go out and enjoy the breeze, see the nice view of all the palm trees. The fairy lights come out at night. They also had a dancing lesson here on the beach, which was fun. After drying off and dressing up, we came to the steakhouse, a fancy restaurant that's by reservation. It was quite the experience. There was no menus. They brought plates to share and then came around with meat on the stick. and they'd put it on your plate if you requested it. For meat lovers, it would be right up your alley. Then we came to the lobby to play dominoes and enjoy the live music. After an unforgettable night, we woke up bright and early, of course, and this is the Quiet Bar. At this point, we were starting to get a feel for where everything was in the resort, and this is a little change purse made out of coconut, one of the souvenirs we got from the shop, which we'll show you a bit later. Back to breakfast. We have a variety of foods, whether you like to eat meat and cheese for breakfast or fresh fruit and donuts like us. There really is something for everyone. Oh, there's me getting my daily omelette. Delicious. Breakfast was in its own building, different than the lunch and dinner buffet, and they had seating inside and outside. We often chose outside to really soak in that pool view and hear some live music as well. This is the schedule they had of all the activities at the loud pool, the main pool, a little ping pong table, and this is a mini quiet pool. It was really shallow, so we never went in that one. Oh, there's us twinning!
Bahia Principe.
After my daily dance lesson and watching the professional dancers, which was even better, we went to the poolside lunch buffet. It was great because it was open air, you got like breezes from the palm trees, and all the food was covered. You basically had the same selection. The only difference was here they had ice cream cones instead of just bowls to put the ice cream in. So that was a nice, refreshing treat. Another benefit was you didn't have to get fully dried off or changed to go to the buffet, whereas in the indoor buffet there was fancy chairs which had fabric on them, so you couldn't get them wet. Shopping time! After a quick cart ride, we arrived at the village, which is the common area between our resort, Bouganville, and the family resort, which is called La Romana. Then we headed to the fancy Oriental restaurant, where we got to pick our food, and it was the best one, in our opinion. Delicious. We headed back to the adjacent family resort where we were able to watch the dancing variety show that night.
With me. 1, Échalo, Isa. Dire, Fari Crisanto!
I won the surfing contest. I couldn't believe it. Everyone was cheering for me, saying Liani, that's what they called me in Spanish, and curly girl. Anyways, then we got some fresh made pasta, which was delicious with all the toppings of your choice. Italian is our favorite, so it was delicious, of course. Everywhere we walked and looked, it was beautiful. It was all lit up at night, and the landscaping was really well maintained. And it was time to make the most of all the fancy restaurants, so we tried out the gourmet French restaurant, which was very pretty. The food was pretty, the building was pretty. They did some fancy cooking in front of us, and even unveiled our food for the wow factor. Wow! All the service and the workers were so nice. We really felt like royalty. This is the fancy Italian restaurant, which is on the family resort next door. We could go onto their resort, but they could not come onto ours. It was bittersweet. The week was over before we knew it, and it was time for the final dance. What a vacation! The best one yet, and I got back just in time to graduate.